Shalom, shalom, real motivation. Off top, we want to give all praises to the Most High. Terrence McKinney back with a new video. Today's video was titled NBA Dumb Boy. It's been a picture that's been circulating around on the internet. A famous rapper, and he just painting himself in makeup. It's quite disturbing because it's like a war that's been going on, with our kids, and it's like a agenda that's getting pushed to our kids. And this is one of the most influential rappers that we done had in a long, 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 long time. And to see this rapper partake in the agenda that's being pushed is just sickening for real, And I'm gonna go ahead and post this picture right now, and I'm gonna have this picture posted, and we just finna talk about it, and we finna dive deep into it. So by now, all y'all should be able to see the picture, and I'm gonna read the statements coming out of his mouth, about this picture. I mean, because as you can see, he covered in makeup, he covered in lipstick, he just covered, This is what the artist had to say in a recent interview. I like painting my face, putting makeup on. I like to look in the mirror and see everything black, like my eyes and shit. That's 100% real. That's me being myself. I don't know. I just don't know. I feel comfortable that way. That's some shit from Mac. I made my engineer go by. It gives me the golf feeling, like a rock star or some shit. I mean, this is the biggest artist, that we done had in a long time. Like I said, and when it come to the hood, this artist, young boy, he has like a cult following. He responsible for a lot of trends that you see within the kids. I mean, that sponge haircut where they got their hair faded on the side and it look real nappy on the top. I'm pretty sure you've seen it because if you got a kid anywhere from the age range from 5 to 18, they probably don't want their haircut like that at some point in time. I remember going to my nephew basketball game like 3 years ago, and I looked on the court and I seen like literally 24 kids, every kid from one team and every kid from another kid, all with the same haircut, and it's all responsible for this rapper. And then again, I employ a lot of kids, and any kid that I listen to, I mean, not any kid that I listen to, but any kid that I employ, like, when they got their ear pods in, when they coming to work, or they sitting down on their break, I'll walk past them and see what's playing on their phone, and it's him. It's NBA Youngboy. I mean, 99% of the time, it's him. Like, and so I would say he probably one of the biggest artists, in the hood that has since Tupac. He the first artist to have, number one albums the last 3 years in 2019, 2020, and 2021. 3 years back to back that where he done had number one albums. Uh, he run YouTube. I mean, he literally runs YouTube. I mean, when you look at his stats when it comes to YouTube and views and everything else, it's probably not an artist that even comparing to him. I say on YouTube, he probably bigger than the hottest artist you could think of right now. He bigger than your Drake. He bigger than your Future. He bigger than anybody you can think of when it comes to YouTube. He literally runs it. He been running YouTube for a while. He even got mixtapes where he only release exclusively on YouTube or release them first on YouTube. So he literally runs YouTube. I mean, he has a cult fan base. You see him, they wearing his clothes, they wear skull caps with his name on them, and to see this artist do this we got to talk about it because it ain't right, because this artist is real influential, and he ain't, and to be honest with you, it ain't never been a good influence anyway. So I'm finna play two videos of I'm finna show you how influential he is, because I'm gonna show you two different birthday parties of 5-year olds. I mean, At 5 years old, I wouldn't even be letting my son or daughter even listen to NBA YoungBoy. But you're gonna see in these next two videos, NBA YoungBoy themed birthday parties, because that's how big he is. It's like he appeal he appealing to even the kids when they 5, 6, or 7 or 8. Like so, in these next like a minute or two, I'm gonna show you two birthday themed parties from 5 year olds.
Man on niggas bitches like I'm big deal. Say I'm some churches, but I still be with that shit still. I'm out the road, fast, boom.
As you can see in those videos, you can see how influential he was. Now, whoever parents these is throwing these birthday parties, they need somebody, with a sense of mind to talk to them and let them know, like, that ain't right either. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way in the world your 5 year old should be having an NBA YoungBoy themed birthday party. Your 6 year old, your 7 year old, none of your kids, because I mean, he first of all, his subject matter, what he rapping about, I don't know how in the world they can even relate to any of that, and they shouldn't be aspiring to be like him. You seen that one little first kid, he thought he was NBA YoungBoy, and that's sickening for real. Like that's straight sickening. And that bring me to my point, and like now he wearing makeup and he's saying he feel comfortable in it and he painting his lips back. I mean, I don't know what happened to him when he went to jail, but this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? NBA YoungBoy was in jail for a long time, and the powers to be seeing how influential he was. And to me, it looked like the only way they let him out of jail, was they gave him a choice. Either you gonna go with what we want you to do, you gonna push this agenda, and we gonna let you out of jail, and and this what you gonna do, or you gonna sit and rot in jail. Because first of all, he caught a Fed case, and anybody know when you catch Fed cases, they don't let you out of jail. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even too much bonding out on the feds. When they come and get you, they come and get you. And he got caught with a lot of guns, and he done had prior cases, but a lot of these artists, they don't want to give up that lifestyle. They don't want to give up all them riches. They don't want to give up what they comfortable doing every single day. So they just go along with the program, and before you know it, they somebody totally different before they was when they went to jail. And I'm not even saying that he was a positive rapper or he was rapping about the right things before he went to jail. But to see him get out, and saying that he loved to paint his face, and that make him feel comfortable, and shout out to Max Cosmetics and doing all that is sickening. And he too influential of an artist. And the powers of the be, they see that influence and they see how influential it was, And the agenda right now, yeah, everybody know what the agenda is, when it comes to males. Like it seemed like, we can't be masculine no more, or we can't, it's tough being a man these days. You know what I mean? Because you get squatted on for speaking your opinion. You get squatted on for even just following the laws of the Bible, and just keeping it real, and just letting people know that lifestyle is gonna lead you one place. But you can't even pronounce that without it being a hate crime, or something else they coming up new with, like. And to see this artist that's so influential get out and push that agenda, it's not right and it's not cool. And parents, you got to be aware of what's going on, and you got to be paying attention to this type of stuff, because if you don't, that same influence that he had in them same videos, or in that same influence where he got everybody cutting their hair one way, and everybody wearing his clothes, and everybody wearing skull caps and everything else, and everybody dressing up like him on Halloween. That's that same influence gonna be trickling down to your kids, and the next thing you don't know, your son gonna be wanting to put on makeup, and you ain't gonna know where it came from, and that's exactly where it came from. And I don't know, the frequency of what it is that's drawing a 5 year old, 6 year old, and a 7 year old to want to listen to NBA YoungBoy music, because there's no way in the world they can understand the lyrics or they can be able to relate to the lyrics. You know, if you're a teenager, it's gonna be hard for you to really relate to the lyrics unless you're really out there just in the hood living the street life. But at a 5 year old, 6 year old, 7 year old, it's got to be something in the frequency that's drawing these kids into them. But you don't want your 5 year old, 6 year old, 7 year old to think it's cool for a man to be putting on makeup and it's cool for a man to be painting his face, because it ain't cool. So we just got to be aware of what's going on, and we gotta be. I mean, we parents, we gotta parent. Guardians, we gotta guardian. We gotta do our job, and we can't just let our men just fall aside and get all these feminine ways and think it's cool to be running around here painting their face, putting makeup on, because it's not cool at all. It's not manly, and it's ruining our masculinity. I mean, it's gonna be a whole generation of men that's coming up that ain't gonna want to reproduce. They ain't gonna want to have kids. They not gonna be able to have kids. And if we ain't reproducing and having kids, then what else do I mean? The human race gonna fall right before your face. I mean, so I just wanted to bring attention to this, because this is a big artist, and when you see stuff like that, you gotta look at it like it's weird, and you gotta look at it for what it is, and you gotta be more aware of what your kid's doing, and you gotta pay attention, and you gotta actually intervene and put a stop to it. Like, I mean, you gotta tell your kids they can't listen to it, or you gotta have conversations with your kids about men wearing makeup. We gotta bring awareness to it so that these kids grow up and they don't just see what the rapper doing and just follow suit and be lost out here. So I just wanted to bring awareness to this real motivation. So have a great day.